All right, so I just finished Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter by Heather Fawcett, and I just wanted to share a few of my non-spoiler thoughts. Now, this story takes place in a magical, so slightly fictional version of 1920s Montreal, and it follows a recently widowed woman named Agnes Aubert. Agnes's true passion in life is caring for and finding homes for all of the many stray cats all around the city of Montreal. And she does this with the help of her very confident but loving sister, Elise. So, because of what she does, Agnes is definitely a very easy character to root for pretty much from the beginning, especially if you're a cat lover like I am. Now, as the story begins, Agnes is having trouble finding a new property to replace her old cat shelter, which was essentially destroyed as collateral damage for a magical battle that was taking place in the street. And this leads her, after trying many different places, to inadvertently moving into a building that happens to be owned by, or at least occupied by, an infamous magician. And this ends up causing all sorts of complications for Agnes and her cats. Now, this book had very cozy vibes throughout, and the stakes do feel high for our main characters, but they don't necessarily extend to the world at large. There are also some romantic elements in this book, but Fawcett really approaches them with subtlety and a light touch, which I found really refreshing. But all that said, the best thing about this story, by far, as I'm sure Jinx would agree, were the cats. There are tons of cats in this book, as you might expect, and so many of them have really distinct personalities that just jump off the page and really keep it entertaining from start to finish. I also will say that as a lifelong cat owner myself, it's really clear that Heather Fawcett knows cats. She really nailed so many of the little idiosyncrasies that cats have and so much of their bizarre and hilarious behavior. And for me, that really enhanced the story a lot. And Jinx clearly agrees. She's loving it back there. So, since I don't want to get into spoilers, that's about all I'm going to say. Overall, I enjoyed Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter. I found it to be a very pleasant reading experience, and I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. I'd also recommend checking it out if you are someone who enjoys cozy, low-stakes fantasy, and obviously, if you're somebody who loves cats like I do, then you got to check it out. All right, so have any of you read this book? If you have, drop a comment, let me know what you thought.